Can you tell us your name and how long you attended Central?
My name is Don Jones.
Debbie Campbell.
My name is Marilyn Cease, and I joined in 1975.
And I attended Central for 10 years.
And we attended Central. I personally attended Central for 44 years.
What first brought you to Central?
Well, my mother-in-law and father-in-law were still members there. So when we came back from college, my husband Don had grown up at Central. So we moved our membership back to Central after college.
I had a choir member, Barbara Bloom, who invited me to a Tenebrae service. I had never even heard of a Tenebrae service, but I was just so impressed by it that I decided to start going to Central.
I was looking for another church, and Central was just so warm and welcoming, and I really enjoyed the people there. They were very gracious from the very outset of my first visit there.
Can you tell me when during your time at Central you felt closest to God, or something the church did that helped you feel closer to God?
It was probably Emmaus, because Central was one of the founding churches of Emmaus here in Arizona. And after attending that weekend, I felt closer to God, and I felt more empowered to help my church and be a church leader, which before that I was just a church goer. So Emmaus, that Central sponsored, was a turning point for me.
Well, first I was just kind of interested in just being in the choir, but I think the more I attended Sunday school and things, especially the walk to Emmaus, really brought my focus more to Christ.
I was involved in a couple of programs at Central, and it definitely helped me feel like I was part of that church and I was contributing to the church.
And what was your favorite memory of your time at Central?
Oh, wow. There's several.
I think we used to do musicals, and so I think probably doing that. I played the piano for several of them, but when we did Fiddler on the Roof, I was grandmother's idol.
I enjoyed working with the committees at church and trying to help the church move forward. So there were a number of times that I felt like we were making progress at Central, and I was a little bit of that progress.
Can you tell me the best memory you had at Central?
No, I can't. I have gone through my mind, and I can remember bringing my newborn child there to the nursery. I can remember weddings and funerals and big potlucks where we filled the hall. I can't encapsulate Central into one best memory.
How did you react when you initially heard about the closure?
I was not shocked, but devastated. I knew Central was struggling financially, but yeah, to see that church not have services anymore, not serve the community was very hard to take. It was very disappointing to hear that news.
I personally was experiencing relief. It had been a long time of discussion and what was going to happen and holding on. And as a church leader, it's like too many irons. I can't do it all.
It was just a devastating year. It was awful.
Of course, it's been about a year since the closing. How are you feeling now? How has it been settling into life here at First?
It's interesting. The annual has probably brought more up for me. It's like, I still find myself saying Central when I mean First. And I am personally enjoying all the things that First is offering me and offers people. But I still, it's like, why couldn't Central have done this?
First has been a welcome change in terms that I like First almost as much as I like Central. I haven't been at First very long, but it's been an easier transition having First here that has helped me with my faith and also with feeling the camaraderie of other church-going members.
I think I made the change over to First really well. This church reminds me of Central back in the 80s. It's been quite a year, but I kind of came here, and at first I would have memories of there, but now I'm just more looking forward. But I have so many fond memories of Central.